Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, California Weather Watch. Today is June 16th, and right now we're looking at a wider view here of the mid-level water vapor loop. You can see California, Hawaii. Check out this powerful storm system, bringing huge amounts of energy and mass up ahead of it here, helping to build this ridge and force this cold air down across the west coast of North America that will have some impacts here on the state of California. We'll go over those here in a moment. And if you want a nice affordable home weather station, check this one out, the Tempest Weather Flow. Click on the link down below for 10% off. The smartphone app with the station is great. Highly recommended. Now here we go. San Diego, California. Check out some of the higher terrain. Could be getting some thunderstorms here, west or actually east of Los Angeles and north of San Diego here, including some of the Sierra Nevada shown here. This does include the Bakersfield area there in Tulare. So watch out there when thunderwars go indoors. And you can see this is going to be mainly afternoon and evening hours here, Friday, June 16th. This is looking at strong wind gusts here. Also, National Weather Service Hanford here. Look at some of these gusts to 50 miles per hour possible. Watch out for that, especially the big rigs out there and across some of the higher terrain. This is looking at Eureka, California with the arrival of that trough. Some very cold temperatures arriving here. I mean, what is this? Is this January or is it June here? Protect your sensitive plants out there. We'll look at some of these maps here in a moment. Temperatures, showers, and thunderstorms. This is Las Vegas here, St. George, Cedar City. Look at this. You can get some thunderstorm activity out here, and where this trains or sets up, you could get some localized flooding issues. Can't even rule out completely there a thunderstorm across Death Valley. Warm temperatures otherwise, but yeah, watch out for that rainfall out there. Now here we go, warm and dry for the weekend here, featuring cooler, windier weather by early next week. Check out by the time you get towards Sunday. Look at some of these gusts across the Sierra at 60 to 80 miles per hour, 35, 45 elsewhere, but mainly the big gusts are going to be across the highest terrain here and some of the ridges out there, so watch out for that. Now what's going on? So you can kind of see the remnant troughing here across a lot of the state of California. Big ridge builds over the Pacific Ocean, which what we talked about, and then you can see this trough drive down across Pacific Northwest, strong gradient. Lots of cold air aloft here coming across the region, and that's where this run ends here Monday afternoon. This is looking at the NAM 3KM, 80-meter wind speed. So as we scroll ahead here, you can see as we go through, mainly on into Saturday, watch some of these big winds come across some of the Sierra Nevada all the way down into Southern California, higher terrain here, including some of the desert areas, Nevada. And by the time you get on in towards Sunday, look at some of these ridges and higher terrain, really getting some big wind gusts all the way down through Southern California as well. So strong winds incoming Sunday here. This would be about Sunday afternoon here, showing on the NAM 3KM, which goes out about 60 hours. This is looking at 10-meter wind gusts. So let's just scroll ahead and see what we can expect over the next 60 hours or so. And again, you can kind of see these really big wind gusts confined to the higher terrain. You can see the coastal areas getting some gusty winds as well as you get the strong northwest wind driving down the coastline also. This is looking at the European 2-meter temperature anomaly. As we scroll through this, you'll notice it's kind of bobbing back and forth here, but then you'll clearly see the arrival of that colder air here. I mean, look at hour 90, Monday afternoon. Look at some of Northern California, Southern Oregon, and portions of Nevada, the Sierra Nevada, well below normal. I mean, you're talking about 30 plus degrees below normal for this time of year. And this really includes a lot of the state of California and Nevada here as well. So very impressive cold shot coming in here. Let's just look at total precipitation. And besides today and maybe some flooding concern across Las Vegas in towards the St. George area here and some thunderstorms across some of the southern Sierra, we're not talking about a lot of precipitation here. As we scroll out towards 90 hours, you can see some maybe for Northern California, but really mainly confined to the northwest here. The few thunderstorms across the Sierra Nevada here. So not a big precipitation maker across much of the state. This is looking at 6 to 10 day temperature probability outlook here. And you can see the bullseye on Nevada and California here, 8 to 14 day again here with that signal for below average temperatures. But precipitation, kind of another story here. Maybe a little bit more than normal here across Northern California here, shown 8 to 14 day. This would go through June 29th. And here we go, snow water equivalent across the entire state. We're down to about, 9.7 now. It's still 10 inches of water. There's quite a bit of water still trapped up in the mountains there. But really the median for this time of year is just about a half an inch of water there. So still plenty above normal here, right around that 90th percentile here. As you can see, the big decline we've been going over, which is typical for this time of year. So anyway, yeah, pretty interesting signal here, just watching this huge storm. I watched this on the models for a few days here, and that's what's helping to develop that ridge and allow this trough again to drop down over the state of California. So in the next day or two, we'll take a look at the extended forecast here coming up as well, and we'll see what kind of surprises Mother Nature might have for us here through the future here. It's been quite the active year here in California. Great for weather watchers out there. Hopefully it continues for those of you guys who like it. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, get outside, enjoy the weather, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.